Hello and welcome everyone. So in this video I would like to discuss about audit evidence. So without any further delay, let's get started. While auditing, the auditor comes across various assertions of the management. Okay, the auditor has to evaluate these assertions so that he will be able to express his opinion on the financial statement. This evaluation can be made in the light of some fact and reasons. These fact and reasons are called audit evidence. The auditor should evaluate whether he has obtained sufficient appropriate audit evidence so that a reasonable conclusion can be drawn therefrom. It is to be noted that sufficiency and appropriateness are interrelated. Sufficiency and appropriateness are interrelated and apply to evidence obtained from both substantive and compliance procedures. Sufficiency means quantum of audit evidence obtained, and appropriateness relates to its relevance and reliability. Okay. Factors influencing auditor judgment. What are the factors that influence the auditor judgment while obtaining audit evidence? These are: first, the nature of the item, adequacy of internal controls, nature and size of business carried on by the entity, situation which may exert on an unusual influence on the management, the financial position of the entity, okay, the materiality of the item, the experience gained during the previous audit, results of auditing procedures including fraud or error which may have been found, type of information available, the trend indicated by accounting ratios and analysis. So these are some factors which influence the audit evidence. Okay, so what are the need of audit evidence? Audit evidence provides the auditor reasonableness assurance in respect of the assertions made by the management while obtaining audit evidence through substantive procedures. The different assertions made by the management can be as follows. First one is existence, that an asset or a liability exists at a given date. Rights and obligation, that an asset is a right of the entity and a liability is an obligation of the entity at a given date. Again, occurrence, that a transaction or event took place while pertain to the entity during the relevant period. Then valuation, that an asset or liability is recorded at an appropriate carrying value. Again, measurement, that a transaction is recorded in the proper amount and revenue or expense is allocated to the proper head. Then again, presentation and disclosure, means an item is disclosed, separated and depicted in accordance with recognized accounting policies and practices and relevant statutory requirement if any. While obtaining audit evidence through compliance procedures, the different assertions made by the management can be as follows. First, existence, effectiveness, continuity. Existence means that the internal control must be exist there, and effectiveness means that the internal control are operating effectively, and continuity means that the internal control have been so operated throughout the period of intended reliance. Okay, so what are the reliability of audit evidence?